Welcome to Dateline SAU, your source for the latest news and sports from St. Ambrose University. I'm Ryan Sandness.
And I'm Terry Koob. Alumni, faculty, students, and staff were invited to the farewell mass for St. Ambrose President Sister Joan Lescinski this past weekend. Dateline SAU's Lindsay Voss has a story.
Sister's love of students is SAU, okay? Sacrificial, all-inclusive, and unconditional.
For Sister Lescinski, it was a bittersweet day, attending the farewell mass on Sunday.
When I came, the people here, faculty, staff, students, trustees, so many other people, took the time to teach me about this area, about its values and its culture.
The Lord be with you.
With our spirit.
It was also hard for Father Tom Hennon, who is also leaving St. Ambrose at the end of the year.
When I knew that I would be moving on and I knew Sister was retiring, and then I think of the seniors too that are graduating, I've been kind of telling those students that I feel like I'm graduating with them. And so in a way, it makes it easier to leave for me personally, knowing that some of these students I've grown close to over the last 4 years, and Sister Joan that I've grown close to in my working relationship with her over the last 4 years, that we're kind of leaving together, that we're going out together. And so it's that much more meaningful for me as well.
At the end of the Mass, the university presented President Lescinski with a plaque, a similar one permanently installed in the campus chapel. President Lescinski is set to receive an honorary degree from the university at the end of the spring term. Lindsay Voss, Dateline, SAU.
For the first time since 2019, St. Ambrose graduates are celebrating commencement in person. This year's event will have a different look. A graduate hooding and commencement ceremony will be held on Friday night and an undergraduate ceremony on Saturday afternoon. Two separate ceremonies make it possible to follow safety protocols and capacity limitations at the TaxSlayer Center. The events are invitation only and graduates are allowed only 2 guests. Physical distancing and masks are required. SAU says it expects to confer 148 graduate and doctoral degrees in Friday's ceremony. A total of 387 undergraduates are scheduled to earn their bachelor's degrees in the Saturday afternoon ceremony. Both events will be televised via a live stream.
Military veterans who are members of 2021 graduating class received medals at a special ceremony on Tuesday in the Rogalski Center. The annual event is a way for the university to recognize service members and veterans for both their academic achievements and their service to the country. It's a special ceremony that is appreciated by the graduating veterans and their families.
Their families get to be here, their favorite faculty and staff get to be here, so it's just a nice ceremony that we can get together and they can network if they want to, so we have other people from the community as well.
Army veteran Calvin Cooper delivered a brief address at the ceremony. He is the Associate Director for Security at St. Ambrose.
The St. Ambrose Marching, Jazz, and Symphonic Bands finally got a chance to perform this year with an outdoor concert this past Saturday. Seniors graduating this year, as well as some that graduated last year and did not get to have a finale concert, were allowed one final performance. The audience got to listen to live music and enjoy food provided by local food trucks.
Port Police arrested a man Thursday who is believed to have been sexually harassing women on the St. Ambrose campus. This week, 5 women at SAU reported being touched inappropriately by a male. The first 2 incidents were reported on Monday around 1 in the afternoon. The other 3 were reported on Wednesday and happened between 5:30 and 6:15 p.m. They occurred in a variety of places on campus and in SAU parking lots. 18-year-old Kejuan Davis faces 4 counts of assault with intent to commit sex abuse.
The new St. Ambrose wrestling team will have its own practice facility at St. Vincent's Athletic Complex. Dateline's Chase Calderwood has updated information on the progress of the construction of the new building.
Since starting construction in March, they have worked ahead of schedule and are making rapid progress. The crew says that they plan to be done with the facility by the middle of September. This space will help with scheduling issues because it will allow the wrestlers to practice without having to fight for times in the rec center. The building will include space for lockers and coaches' offices, which will free up the suite in the athletic office. Facilities manager Tony Huntley says it will be a very beneficial addition to the wrestling team, as well as others in need of office space and for those that make scheduling decisions.
Coming up after a short break, the St. Ambrose men's bowling team vies for a national championship.
And TPC Deer Run will be the site as St. Ambrose plays host to the NAIA Men's Golf National Tournament next week, bringing more than 150 of the nation's top golfers to the Quad Cities.
We'll have these stories and more coming up after the break.
On Dateline SAU.
I came to Ambrose because it felt like home. I had looked at several other colleges before I found Ambrose, and I was a transfer student. But once I found Ambrose, everything about it felt right, and that really sealed the deal for me.
We're more than a radio station. We're your neighbors, investing time in our community. We're mentors, guiding the next generation of broadcasters. We're supporters of veterans, partners with social service agencies, and investigators of history. We're dedicated sports fans. We're committed to the stories that make the Quad Cities unique. We are KALA Radio, 88.5 FM, 106.1 FM. Turn it on, turn it up.
The St. Ambrose Bowling program has returned from the Intercollegiate Singles and Team Championships with some mixed results. 3 St. Ambrose Bowlers competed in the Intercollegiate Singles Championships, with the last be standing, Jordan Monins, advancing to the Final Four, but he did not make the final cut.
I started with an early double, but unfortunately, my opponent had the front 7 against me. So at that point, I knew I had lost by about the 5th frame, but you know, the fact that I even made it that far was an experience of a lifetime.
In the Intercollegiate Team Championship, the men made their way to the finals. Unfortunately, Wichita State took the final title in the 5th game of the set, leaving St. Ambrose as the national runner-up.
How do you not be proud of guys and girls that represent the university with class and with great sportsmanship and with intensity and with dedication to get better, and I mean, to think that those guys are national runners-up is just a tremendous honor.
A couple of individuals participating in the team championships earned additional awards for St. Ambrose. Sophomore Cameron Crowe was awarded the most valuable player, while senior Nathan Stubler won a spot on the All-American team alongside a senior on the women's squad, Hannah Jarris. The SAU women also competed at nationals, but they had a difficult time, falling out in the 3rd round. Facing an elimination game in the conference tournament, the St. Ambrose baseball team couldn't get the bats going and were shut out by the St. Francis Saints. The Bees end their season with a 27-23 record, capturing 2nd place in the CCAC regular season play. The softball team saw its season come to an end in the CCAC tournament, coming up short in a wild 16-15 contest. The Bees out-hit the Saints but committed 5 errors in the game. The team finishes with a 19-12 record. The men outdoor track team earned 2nd place honors at the CCAC championships. In the process, they claimed 6 conference titles, set multiple school and conference records, and qualified for nationals in several events. Jack Riemsa qualified for nationals in the 3 events and was named the outstanding male track athlete at the meet. The Bees are currently ranked 25th in the country. The women's team finished in 3rd place. The team won 2 events, including taking the top 3 spots in the 10K run. Both men and women will have one more chance to qualify for the national meet as they host the Fighting Bee Last Chance Qualifier. Nationals begin May 26th in Gulf Shores, Alabama. More than 150 of the NAIA's top men's golfers will be in the Quad Cities next week for the National Championship Tournament. Competition will start Tuesday at the TPCU Deer Run course in Silvis, Illinois, with the first groups teeing off at 7:30 a.m. The 156-player field includes 20 automatic qualifying teams, which won or finished runner-up in their respective conferences. There are also 10 at-large berths, based on the final regular season ranking. The St. Ambrose men also qualified for the tournament as the host school. And that's it for sports. I'm Lindsay Voss.
And that's all we have for you on this edition of Dateline SAU.
This is our final newscast of the semester as we head into summer break, with finals week over and students returning home. We took a look at Ambrosians' plans for the summer.
We'll leave you with their responses. Thanks for watching.
We'll see you again in the fall.
My plans for the summer are to work at Scott County. I got a job there kind of working as a park ranger, which is what I'm interested in, and I'm trying to go on vacation to Florida.
We just moved to a new city, just moved out of Illinois, so now we're about to go on the lake, do some boating, hang with some friends, meet some new people, make some money.
I'm going to be swimming, so working out in the mornings, and then working 2 jobs, so babysitting and working at Target, hopefully.
So my plans for the summer is that I'm staying here in the Quad Cities until August. I'm working at the Quad City Chamber of Commerce as their event intern until August, so that's kind of what I'm doing this summer.
Well, my plans are pretty easy because I'm unfortunately leaving St. Ambrose. I'm going to be the pastor of Sacred Heart Cathedral Parish here in Davenport, about a mile that direction. So after this week, the finals week, I can start to mentally adjust to that new role, and I want to get things ready here at St. Ambrose to hand on to my successor, Father Ross Epping, who's going to come in as chaplain, and then I need to pack and move and get ready for a new assignment and get back into parish ministry. And so it'll be a busy summer, but it'll be a good one, but bittersweet, certainly, leaving St. Ambrose.